I think that this feels like maybe if the others are like you're getting up feeling a bit like weird and nostalgic in the middle of the night, but then you're aiming to go back to sleep. This is like the insomniac song where you are
Yeah,
not going back to
I'm
sleep.
staying up for the rest of it.
Yeah, but like still need to like tap into that vibe. I mean, it's also interesting because like knowing what the Joyce song is actually about, having heard Louise talk about it,
Hmm.
like this is also a song that has like quite a lot of political undertones. I mean, Will described it earlier today as a song about death and communism.
Yeah,
It's barely
Hmm.
accurate.
I think the thing is that the communism of the old adage of we all end up in the same place, and in the end, where it's communism and that everybody's equal in death.
I did a quick sort of Google on Pat's
Mm.
The Bunny.
He's been in about like 3 of the biggest folk fun bands of 3 different generations of it from the early 2000s.
Yeah, but I think from what I read online, like a lot of his solo stuff came after he came out of like rehab for a drug addiction.
Yeah,
And I think one of my favorite things about this song, and actually in stark contrast to pretty much all the other songs, is just how kind of raw the vocals are. I feel like it's kind of the entire opposite of the Wild Beasts song, and well, pretty much any of the other ones. I feel like he's quite raw and scratchy in a really punk way.
yeah,
But I kind of envision him as this sort of wreck of a man going through like processing multiple traumas and like processing tons of hard things, and like Beth said, like being an insomniac up at 3 a.m, like struggling with addiction and struggling with thinking about mortality. But there's something about the energy with which it's sung and the energy of the music in general that kind of doesn't just feel morbid and miserable. I think it feels a bit more uplifting, and that's why it feels like it could be a song you'd listen to with a group of people who all are really struggling, and you kind of all collectively feel like everything's going to be all right.
I was just going to say it feels like an acknowledgement of like things are hard, but we're here anyway doing it, which is like a really nice kind of feeling to have in music. Like that's not a super common subject matter, I guess, for people to get into.